to the 1992 season of Red Raider football, and well, what a beginning we have for you tonight. The University of Oklahoma is in Jones Stadium, where we're expecting a full house and a national TV audience. For those of you who have been with us for the past couple of years on the video season ticket, welcome back. For those of you who are new subscribers, we hope you enjoy this season. We have a great one, we hope, a massive win for Texas Tech tonight over the University of Oklahoma Sooners on the first week of the video season ticket. On Wednesday, the Commander-in-Chief, George Bush, took a detour from talking to the farmers on the South Plains to talk to Spike Dykes' football team, and even led them into a cheer. On Thursday evening, it was Texas Tech and Oklahoma, and look at those red jerseys for all of you color aficionados. Texas Tech coming out before a full house at Jones Stadium, 86 degrees, the wind from the east-southeast at 18 miles an hour as John Davis kicks off. Ernest Williams bobbles the ball and brings it out to the 22. On 1st and 10 from the 22, Ernest Williams up the middle. He's smacked down by Ben Kirkpatrick and Quincy White after a gain of 4. 2 plays later, Cale Gundy to pass. He's sacked by Kirkpatrick and Licio. Take another look and see how they fly around those ends and make a Gundy sandwich. Texas Tech takes over after the OU punt. Let's pick it up from the 40. Robert Hall at quarterback. He rolls right. He wants to go deep for Don Marshall, and just incomplete. You want to see how close the little things were on this evening? Here's another look. Donald Marshall streaking down the sidelines and just off his fingertips. That would have been a sure 6 points. Take it to 3rd and 6. Robert Hall rolls left, but he's going to be stopped by Johnson for a loss of 1. That brings on the new punter for the 1992 season, Robert King, and what a nice punt he does right here, 54 yards as Brewer fields it and steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Let's pick it up on 2nd and 4 from the 9. Williams heads around left end before he's stopped after 2 yards by Steve Carr. 3rd and 2 from the 11. Gundy complete in the left flat. That to Kenyon Rashid. Tracy Saul runs him out of bounds after a gain of 20. 1st and 10 from the 31. Gundy rolls right. He throws deep for P.J. Mills. Anthony Wiley falls down. Tracy Saul in pursuit and finally pulls him down after a gain of 65 yards. 1st and goal from the 4. Williams, untouched, right side, touchdown. OU at 10:04 of the first quarter goes on top after the extra point, 7-0. OU on the kickoff, and Kirby Adams fields it for Tech at the 3. He returns out to the 24. Let's pick it up at 2nd and 9 from the Texas Tech 25. Bruce Hill, number 41, stepping into the Tech backfield and rumbling. He gains 24. 1st and 10 from the 49. Number 4, Byron Bam Morris, makes a nice run, moves the pile. He gains 5. 2 plays later, 2nd and 16. Hall wants to throw. Screen pass to the Bammer. Nice move right there. Jukes and jumps and gains 15. 2 plays later, 1st and 10 from the OU 40. Robert Hall looks, throws over the middle. Lloyd Hill, good. Gain of 18. By the way, Lloyd had 4 catches for 56 yards on the evening. 3 plays later, Robert to pass intended for Donald Marshall, flag and pass interference on Walker for the Sooners. 4 plays later, the Sooners have held from the 2-yard line, 4th and 1. Robert Hall options left, nice move into the end zone, touchdown. And the Raiders are on the scoreboard for the first time in 1992. That was a 76-yard drive, 12 plays, as John Davis adds the extra point. 4:09 left in the first quarter. Tech and OU tied up at 7 apiece, and nice crowd at Jones Stadium. Let's pick it up now. 2nd and 4 from the OU 26. Kenyon Rashid is smacked down by that Red Raider front wall. 4 plays later, 2nd and 6. From the OU 41, Gundy rolls right, complete on a nice catch there to Collins. That for a first down. 1st and 10 from the 34. Gundy throws, Brady juggles, pulls it in, and catches and gets another nice gain of 8. 2 plays later, 1st and 10 from the Tech 22. Gundy complete again to Brady, and he pulls it down and gains 15. 1st and goal from the 7. Gundy completes to Rashid. He bounces off Tracy Saul, goes into the end zone, and OU back on top, 13-7. But look at this extra point. The kick is blocked. Ben Kirkpatrick picks it up. He's off to the races, maybe in trouble, but Donnie Brooks comes along as a shield. Ben says, I'm home free, goes in for the 2 points, and it is 13-9. Texas Tech trailing OU still in the second quarter. Texas Tech receives the kickoff. Let's pick it up 1st and 10 from the 15. This is the Bammer over the right side, and look at him go out across the 25, the 30, up to the 33, the 35 as he moves the pile. Must be something in the water when that national TV takes over. Here's the replay on that run, and look at Bam, big number 4 with the black socks, as he really is tough to bring down. Second quarter action for you now. Texas Tech still trailing 13-9, and the full crowd cheering the Red Raiders on. 1st and 10 from the 35. Bruce Hill, number 41, will get the call, and he will gain 5 over the left side. 4 plays later, 2nd and 8 from the 48. Robert Hall straight back to pass, throws for Marshall, off his fingertips, but there's the flag. Pass interference on Schenkel of OU. The drive stalls. King kicks long and deep, and kind of looked like Mark Bounds, didn't it? Another great punt by Robert King. OU takes over from the 20. Gundy sidearms, completes to Mickey. Tracy Saul finally drags him down after a gain of 17. Watch this big hit. Williams on the reverse. He goes along the near sideline, and whoa, Dwayne Bryant from the junior college ranks in California with the big hit. 2nd and 2 now from the 45. Williams tries the right side. He's stacked up by Bryant, fumbles, but OU, as they did most of the night, got the good break and recovered their own fumble. Now let's move it along. Gundy again throws. This ball is complete to Paul Anthony Wiley after a gain of 13 on the tackle. The drive stalls. Riddell has to punt. Tracy Saul comes up with the catch, and another OU flag. Did not give Tracy enough room. And they discuss where they're going for dinner after the game. Texas Tech with the ball, 3rd and 9 from the 24. Robert Hall to pass. He sees an opening, and he a weapon as he scrambles for the first down after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Robert Hall fakes the pitch, and he is sacked hard by Correa. That for a loss of 4. 5 plays later. King to punt. Gets a high and straight one straight down the field. Brewer takes it at the 21. Couple of nice blocks. He comes down the near sideline. 39-yard punt return all the way to the Tech 47. Pick it up 1st and 10 from the Tech 35. Gundy completes the left screen to Rashid, and Ben Kirkpatrick, nice play there, loss of 3. 2 plays later, 3rd and 13 from the Texas Tech 38. Gundy rolls right, looks, finally runs out of time. Sean Jackson, good for a loss of 3. There's a man who wants to be on TV. Something about those cameras and ESPN's logo. Texas Tech with the ball now, 2nd and 5 from the 25. Hall to pass, complete over the middle to Derek Mitchell. Derek had 3 catches for 36 yards on the evening. Expect big things from him this year. Robert Hall, though, in trouble. There he sacked that for a loss of 7. And on 3rd and 16, big defensive play by Oklahoma. The ball is free. Looks like Aubrey Beavers may be gone for a touchdown, but no thank you. He cannot advance the ball. However, OU takes over 1st and 10 from the 48. Gundy completes to Warren. Good for a gain of 24 before Tracy Saul and Dwayne Bryant drag him down. 4 plays later from the 13, Gundy over the middle, hits Williams, touchdown, OU 20-9 at halftime. Interesting halftime stats. Can you believe at halftime OU with 239 yards passing? Well, Texas Tech certainly not out of this ball game, and a full house there to cheer them on. Let's pick it up 3rd and 6. Tech's first possession. Robert Hall to pass complete to Mike Honeycutt. That for a gain of 14. 4 plays later, 4th and 4 from the Tech 44. King into punt. 19 yards. It looks like it's off the side of his foot, but there's a flag down. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. Texas Tech first down from the 41. Bam Morris gets the call. He goes over right tackle for a gain of 5. 2 plays later, 3rd and 3 from the 34. Hall intended for Don Hasley. A good receiver at tight end. Kind of symbolizes the whole night as that ball just falls short. Let's make it 4th and 3. Davis in for a 51-yard field goal attempt, just short off to the right. So the score remains the same at 11:06 of the 3rd quarter. OU 1st and 10. Rashid rips through a gaping hole along the right side, and he goes for 26. 1st and 10 from the 40. Gundy wants to throw over the middle to Brewer. Good for a gain of 21. Let's go 6 plays later. 2nd and 10 from the 10. Gundy to pass. It is broken up by Bryant. Intercepted by Tracy Saul. There it is, the record. Tracy Saul's 21st career interception. A new Southwest Conference record. Another look at it. Mike Licio with the tip. Tracy Saul with the interception and the record. Let's move now to 2nd and 9 from the Texas Tech 22. Hall scrambles. Good blocking downfield, and he picks up good yardage for Tech. 3rd and 10 now from the Tech 38. Hall scampers free, hits Lloyd Hill. Good gainer there for 18 yards before he's pushed out of bounds. 3 plays later, 3rd and 8 from the 42. Robert wants to pass. He's sacked hard by Chrisman for a loss of 8. But it was kind of scary there. Robert Hall on the turf, but eventually he got up and came off the field. King had to punt. OU takes over. 1st and 10 from the OU 10. Williams stopped behind the line. Ball is free, but OU recovers. Here's another look at it. Licio with the hit. Would you believe Williams gets his own fumble? Texas Tech could have had the ball at the 4-yard line. 2nd and 16 from the OU 6. Gundy to pass from his own end zone. He hits Mills, and Mills gains 30 before he's knocked out by Bryant and Saul. 4 plays later from the 48. Gundy rolls right. Complete to Brady near the hash mark. Anthony Wiley knocks him down after a gain of 18. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, 20-9, still OU. Move it down now to the 1. Gundy sneaks in for the 1-yard touchdown. The extra point was good, 90-yard drive. Remember the fumble that Texas Tech could not get around the 4-yard line. Well, Tech up with the ball. Robert Hall wants to throw. Intercepted by Aubrey Beavers. That was it. 34 for Oklahoma, 9 for Texas Tech. While Red dances, let's go to the locker room for some answers.
Setting was, the stage was set. We had a great crowd, fantastic crowd, and great evening. and a great opportunity, and we just let it get slipped by us. So Oklahoma's got a good team. They deserve to win, no doubt about that. But they made the plays that you've got to make in order to win football games. We did not make the plays. We had the same opportunities they had. We just couldn't quite get it done. I thought they did a good job. I imagine that Gary Gibbs coached me, and the fact that they played a lot of players in that ball game early, and it's risky when you do that because not many of them had played. We chose to go with the same group time after time, and I probably that's probably a mistake. I think we got a little tired, and then we had chances to get back in the game and make a game of it, and we just couldn't quite do it. The touchdown before the half that they made, and they drove down and scored in 2 minutes, and that was you can't do that and win games. And then it was 20-9. We come back, we're driving the ball, and 3rd down and 3, we throw a pass, we drop it, and we got 4th and 3, and we decided to kick a field goal, and that's probably not a good call. It's one of those deals. It's darn if you do and darn if you don't. But if we had it all day over again, we needed a shot in the arm at that time, so we needed to go for it on 4th down. And if we don't make it, well, they get to where they got it on the field goal. Anyway, 3 points is not going to help us that much. I mean, it's going to help, but it's not going to be that big of a deal. And but the thing I was thinking, that 20-12, that makes you 1 touchdown behind, and you got a chance to get back in the game still. And so you need some points, and we needed something, and that's a pretty long field goal to ask that guy to kick for his first college field goal. And old John nearly made it. It was just about 6 inches to the right. But anyway, that wasn't a very good call. But it's just one of those things. It's just a classic evening of them making plays and us not quite getting them done.
I think a lot of the young players that we had new playing this year, they realized the mistakes they made. I realized the mistakes I made. So we think that we can try to correct those and go into this week with an open mind.
As you said, you had a few drop balls in the game. Is that something you feel like y'all need to work on a little bit, or you think that was just first game jitters?
Well, probably first game jitters. Having new receivers, the first time playing a Division I football game, I think you're going to have some nervousness. We're just going to keep throwing them the ball, and hopefully they can bring them down for us.
Well, we had middle block on, and my job is to rush from our defensive right, and just I'm there in case if they do block it. And I looked over my left shoulder, and here comes the ball bouncing to me, and I just picked it up on the run and went to the other end with it.
You seemed, as the run progressed, to be huffing and puffing a little more. Were you looking around to see if there was any Sooners coming at you?
I could see their offside tight end was gaining ground on me, but Donnie Brooks came and made a great block for me, and then, the last 20 or 30 yards, I knew I was there, so I kind of let up, but I was getting very tired.
Okay. For such a young offensive line, they played real well tonight. What did you think about your defensive effort against the Sooners offense?
I think we played good. We played in spurts. We'd play good for 3 plays, and then we'd come out and we'd let them have some big plays. And when you give an offense like that with Gundy, that quarterback, you give them big plays and they get the momentum, and it's hard to stop anybody when you do that.
Well, it's nice to have the record, but it's not real nice under these circumstances. I just want to get that behind me now, and concentrate on helping this team, become a little better, and go out and win football games.
Take us through that play. A lot of folks may not have actually seen what have happened on the play. Where were you, and what happened on that play?
Well, I was the free safety on that play. I was center fielder, and they were down, I think, on about the 10 or 12 yard line, and they like a little dump pass off to the tight end. They dumped it off to him, and it bounced off his chest, and fortunately I was there to get it.
Well, the defensive backfield was disappointing. It was I would have thought that we'd played better back there than we did. That's one of the they did a good job keeping us off balance. We made some bad adjustments. Oklahoma, we're going to play Oklahoma the first game of the season, and we've got 11 games from last year to look at. We look at 10 of those games, and it means nothing. The 11th game, they threw a lot of passes against Virginia, and they looked good. we planned for a lot of offenses, and they ran a different one than we'd seen. No big deal, but and we, we were expecting them to do a lot of things that we hadn't seen. But I'm not sure that we adjusted very smart on some of them. I'm not sure that we responded like we should have, but I was a little disappointed in the play back there. The pass rush was pretty good. We lost containment a couple of times. I was a little disappointed in their ability to run with the football at times. They made some big gashes in there, and the offensive line, I'm not sure how they played yet. I don't know what you can tell is quick. I think while we were still in the ball game for about the first 3 quarters, they played pretty good. I think they did, and I guess we'll find out pretty soon. But their defense has got a lot of quickness, and we broke the line of scrimmage a lot of times, and they made some stops. They stopped us for no gains and short gains, but we moved the football pretty good at times. We just could not make the plays that you got to make to win football games.
On a bright note, Tracy Saul did what he's done for 3+ years now, making that interception.
Yeah, he did. He had a nice interception. We had I thought I was real apprehensive about the kicking game, and the part of the kicking game I was worried about, we did pretty good. We allowed too many returns. Mm-hmm. Our kickoff return was horrible, just absolutely horrible. And so those areas we got to work on. We worked hard, and I thought that we'd do better, but we didn't. So we've got a lot of work to do. The thing we've got to do is get ready to play Wyoming. And when you early in the season, we talk about this all the time. Our goal is to try to contend for the conference championship. Well, this game does not deter that one bit. This game keeps us from achieving something that would really been great for this program, and we'll just have to work to get it another way. We'll just have to rear back and get after it, and we got a lot of football left, and we certainly can't start wondering and questioning. We just got to start playing, and we got to play better, and we got to play every play, and when we do that, we're going to be fine.
Well, we expect them to come out passing because last year in their bowl game against Virginia, they threw a lot, and they felt that Gundy is a better passer than their pass quarterback. So we expect them to come out, but it was a couple of blown coverages that, really gave them big plays.
Right. For defensively for the first coming weeks, for next week Wyoming comes in, what adjustments do you think the defense needs to make in order to gel together better?
I don't feel it's the point that we got to make a lot of adjustments. I feel, like you say, gel together. We got to come together as one and do the things that's possible for us to win. Right.
Wyoming comes into town next week. You got the Cowboys got the best to take last year. What do y'all think y'all need to do next week to rack up a win against them?
Play as one. That's all. We got to play as offense and defense, a team together. Today, I think we played as offense one and defense another. And if we put it all together, we'll win the rest of our games.
Well, we played like the guy at Sooners Illustrated said, like Swiss cheese defense. I mean, we let them do whatever they wanted to us and just laid back and watched. They had a good team. They were quick. They were fast. They knew how to drive the ball, and that's what they did.
What do you think the defense needs to do in the coming weeks to gel more together and to be more effective against the offense?
Go back to the drawing board. We just need to play a better game. Play a different kind of game. More. We need to play tough. We didn't play. You can see we didn't play tough at all today.
Some of the other defensive guys were saying there were a few blown coverages, a few missed tackles and such as that. Do you think that was a big factor in tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, we had some problems, some call problems and some coverage problems, but, nothing to where we should have let them drive on us that much. I mean, we took care of a lot of it, but it's just they outplayed us today, and the score showed it.
Although this is just the first game, and everybody knows we still got 10 more games left in the conference season left, where does the team go from here to try to improve?
Oh, it ain't over. We just have to start all over. We just got to put it behind us. I mean, it's something bad that happened. Maybe you learn from it. But, when you get beat that bad, national TV, it kind of tells you that you need to just concentrate a little more and stop talking a good game and play a good game.
Yeah, underneath, we didn't play like we should have. We missed a few assignments on adjustments. We didn't adjust to a few things, and it hurt us. It caused a few big plays. And we just have to, tighten up in those spots and hopefully bring in a plus for our defense.
We came out tonight with the attitude that we was going to win. And when you have busted assignments and people not communicating together, 20 times out, that you're not going to win, And we came out and played great the first half, but we got into the game, and, they had big turnovers. We should have converted them, but we didn't. So that's it, and we threw it OU. And they played the game. They got a good squad, and got to give them credit. They played a great game. But we lost the game ourselves. We gave the game up, and everybody still have confidence in ourselves that we're going to come back next week. We just got to start all over again.
Is this a senior ball club? And final question, they can come back. You started 1-4 last year. Did it really shock you, though, that you lose this game as big as you did?
Oh, yeah, it did. But you look back at how we did it, and you look back at the opportunities we missed. We dropped 2 touchdown passes, and we're behind everybody. We throw an interception to them for a touchdown, and that's a lot of points right there. And so we're a long ways off, but yet we're not. I mean, just a little here and a little there, and it's we're a lot closer. In Oklahoma, you got to give Oklahoma credit. Well, they made every play they had to make. They made great catches. They go make 3rd and 4, and they make 4.5, and did a super job. They knew what they were doing. They played well, and they're a classy outfit all the way. And Coach Gibbs has done a nice job with them, and I thought they responded very favorably. I really did. I thought they really did a good job. It kills you that you've got such a keynote game. You got a game of great magnitude early in the season, and you've really got a chance to. You really got a chance to put one on the wall. And you don't do it, and that hurts, no question. But if it was easy to be real good, everybody'd do it. And boy, it's not easy. We gotta keep pecking, and before long we'll get there.
See you next week.
Thanks, Eddie. We'll see you then.
Well, no matter what the sign says, Oklahoma certainly did not take any prisoners tonight. Couple of notes: there will be a Red Raider Club meeting in Lubbock on Thursday, and there will be Red Raider Club luncheons in Dallas, Midland, and Odessa on Friday. So if you're around, you might try to make those. Meanwhile, next week we'll be back. Things can't get much worse. They have to get better against Wyoming on week 2 of the video season ticket. So long, everybody.